What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. Good to see you all. Ooh. Lots to do. Hey, Matthias, what's going on? Long Shadow, good to see you. Tasty Wall Meat, how are you? I am Cool Dan. Good to see you, my man. What's up, Jat? Hello, hello. Alright. Everything looks okay. OBS looks good. Chat looks good. Game looks good. I look okay. There's a spot on my shirt because, like, the moment I put it on, I dropped something on it when I was getting my dinner plated. We had an interesting day with XCOM yesterday. We took out another base, and we didn't do it only holding the landing areas. We did hold the landing areas for a while to just clear out some of the just bulk of the enemy force, and then we got through the rest of the base. Probably explored 60% of it on foot, killed the remainder. Did we lose anyone in that base? I don't think we did, people-wise, like soldiers. Just drones. Maybe we did. I know we lost one in the base defense, but it was Long Shadow. Or no, was it Long Shadow? Hold on. I remember his name. No, it was Jabberwock. Long Shadow was the other scout that was on the base assault, not the base defense. Yeah, Jabberwock got killed by friendly fire during the base defense. So, that was fun. But that was the only loss during the base defense. So, we have another alien base still active. It's a Snake Man base. So, we need some upgrades before we can attempt to tackle that. And we'll talk about those in a minute once we get into the game. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are. Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, thanks for being here. I'm the voice, and this is The Echo, where everybody has a voice. That means me, you, our games, our characters, our stories, our heroes and villains, successes and failures, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the wins, and the losses in all things sci-fi and fantasy, particularly and especially gaming. This is a place where we come together to enjoy those things alongside challenging gameplay in a chill environment as part of an awesome community of amazing people. That's each and every one of you. Whether it's your first time here, whether you're a long-time regular, whether you're a lurker or a chatter, whether you recently returned to the stream, stumbled in by accident, got here through a raid one day, found us on YouTube, or are tuning in on the YouTube side, the time you guys choose to spend here is absolutely awesome and amazing and extremely valuable to me. So thank you very much for that. And thank you for all the ways you guys choose to support the stream, the channel, the community, and me, and give me the continued opportunity to create this space, curate this experience, and share some good times, good vibes, and good games with a great group of awesome people. Today, we are continuing our playthrough of Campaign 3, XCOM, UFO Defense, Hard Mode Expansion Mod, Superhuman, Ironman, and we're having a lot of fun. We're in a decent place. We did take a negative score on the previous in-game month, and we've started this month better, but we'll just have to see if we can keep it there. So let's jump over to the game. Bop, 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 bam. So, we were about negative 1,400 last month. We are at about positive 1,800 right now, but we have to have a positive month this month. If we have another negative month, the campaign is over. There is currently a Snake Man base up down here. Assumed to be a Snake Man base. I don't have guarantee, but I'm pretty sure it's a Snake Man base because I shot down a UFO up here that I believe was part of this fleet, and it was Snake Men. So I'm about 90% sure that's a Snake Man base. So yeah, that's gonna be tough. But before we do that, we need to do an engineer interrogation so that we can do alien proximity grenades. We need to do alloy HWP armor so that we can then do alloy drones. I also am missing something. What is it? Let me get up my research tree here. So, personal armor, alien data stray, support drones, alloy drone armor. Okay, why is alloy drone armor not showing up as an option? Because if it's locked behind alloy HWP armor, that's not shown in the research tree. Okay, so I'll bring this up just so you guys can kind of see at least a little bit with me, but where is it? So alloy drone is over next to the, it's on the right, second from the right, it's right in the middle. Alloy drone tree, personal armor, alloy alien data slate, support drones. So it must be personal armor that I'm missing. But we've done alloy vest. Okay, personal armor is behind alloy HWP armor. That doesn't make any sense. Why would making the armor for the tanks be what informs us to make it for our soldiers? That seems off to me. I feel like that would go the other way. Maybe I'm wrong. What's up, Bizarre? So we need to do alloy HWP armor soon so that we can get not only personal armor for our soldiers, but alloy drones. Because an alloy drone has a really decent chance of surviving a chrysalid attack. It's not guaranteed, but especially, it's substantially higher, rather, not especially, substantially higher than a normal drone's. Also with, laser cannons, we have access to alloy, to alloy tank cannons, tank lasers. I guess that would mean that I probably have access to tank laser cannons, but I don't want to build one of those. I'll probably wait till I have alloy ones. Why would I be hours in by now, Thorsnor? It's 5:16 p.m. I start at 5 p.m. like have for every other Wednesday or Thursday for 2.5 years. I know my schedule's been a little inconsistent recently, but I haven't changed it that much. My start time has been basically the same for years. All right, we're getting this done, so we're going to need to hire more scientists once that's done. We do have living quarter space for them, almost all of them. Right, you may not know my time here, but for you, it's been the same time for 2+ years. Whatever time it is for you now, I've started within 30 minutes of this time for 2 years. You dork. All right. Got a few more soldiers that I'm going to want here. We'll wind up transferring some of the rookies over to get trained up. And we'll need to send a couple officers over. This crew did not have great stats. That leads me to another research tree that I need to do, which is this leader, which will lead to being able to do psi evaluations. So much research to do. All right. Next is alloy HWP armor because it unlocks a lot of directions. So, that'll be next. So we don't have alloy vests here. We're building some laser weapons. We have scatter lasers, heavy laser snipers. We're building laser rifles, and then we'll build some heavy laser autos, and then we'll get them some alloy vests. They can build them themselves. These guys should have everything that they need. Holy crap, what are you doing? Freaking click one thing and it just puts my cursor in the wrong spot for everything I need. So we need more alloy vests, and to get rid, we'll just upgrade the armored vests. So actually what I'm going to do is take these armored vests off. They were on because this base was actually the base that did the defense. The base defense. This was the base that was attacked. Transfers. We don't have a soldier inbound. I must have purchased them at the wrong base. I bet this shows an inbound. Okay, maybe I didn't. That's fine. No, there's nothing like a gym or anything like that like you see in some of the other mods. So combat stats only ever get trained in the field. They have extra alloy vests. Okay, that's good. We're building a Sky Striker, a third Sky Striker that we can put in this base. We have retaliators at each of the bases except this one. This one doesn't have a retaliator right now because this is where we're building the second Sky Striker. I should have built it here, but they're occupied with a lot of stuff. So they're building heavy laser autos for their crew. They're building laser rifles. They're building the Sky Striker. Okie doke. Right, that was the transfer of the pilot. Small ground. I think this will last till daylight. Nope. It's gonna land again? It's probably gonna land again. It's gonna be this crew, because they're the closest. Alright, we can take off some of these heavy gunners. I put extra gunners on because we assaulted a base. But I don't need that many heavy gunners. Kirst has been on a lot of missions. He can sit out for one. Let's put a sniper on, and... So scout assault, medic heavy gunner. Scout, heavy gunner. Infantry up here. Grenadier, engineer, sniper. One of these rookies. Okay. Let's get Sandy Cook in. Ow. Head, brain hurt bad. That'll work for this mission. They're pretty much outfitted for base assault, but mostly that's pretty much what I want them to be carrying. Okay. There's 4 drones on board. Nice. And I have extras. This is what I need to have. I need a Rocketeer. I don't have enough Rocketeers assigned. And I think other Rocketeers, some of them died. Some of these that are tagged for Heavy Gunner could get switched, but not the named ones, but the unnamed ones. There's not that many of them, that's why. JJ's a Rocketeer. Wenju Shenzhou. They've been on a mission. Rocket launcher. Let's lock that in. Let's get him on board. Get out of here, bugs. Freaking little fruit flies have been crazy today. Take Wartang off for now. Let's get this Rocketeer on. You think your rank is missing in R? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's really hard to infer without context. Alright. Still might land. It's on... There. Perfect. It was still flying very low, so there was indications it would land. Floater? Over here. We're right next to the ship. Looks like a medium scout or a fighter. It's a medium scout. Schmectoid. He's gonna shoot. He's also gonna shoot. That's fine. Yep. Not as fine, but that's what they're there for. It's better than a soldier taking the hit. And I could just wait, but I'm impatient, and they're super dangerous. Waiting gives them the opportunity to step out and... Are you done, you fuck widget? Sorry. That was rude. Cleared all the shit out of the way and killed it. Just need to see if there was anyone here looking at this. This guy's still a little close, but he doesn't see us. Good. Nice. Alright, cook. Time to cook. Not quite. Not quite. Door snore. I wonder if that's just one of those weird angles that the game just decides does not work. Eventually we got it. So door's not here, so door's on this side. Doesn't mean they can come over the top. Power supply's in the primary room, but there is a divider wall. That's 4 of 12 dead. So I expect there's at least one more on the exterior. And if I have to guess, he's going to be right here. There might be one over here too, but that's a little less likely in my experience. Alright, so this is a great opportunity for our new little Rocketeer. Yeah, that'll do. Huh. Sometimes I know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of crap in the way. Come on. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Hey, Bluegrass. What's up? See? Sometimes I do know what I'm talking about with this game. I said there would be one here, and it would probably not be one here. And where were they? Right where I flippin' said. Sometimes I do know the things. Yeah, it's fine. That's why the drone was there, so you wouldn't shoot a soldier. If we're correct, we'll see 4 inside. Oh, 1, 2, 3. He's not inside. He is dying. Is dying. No, that's the correct tile. I don't want to blow all that gear up. Hold on. Bro. Huh? What are we doing? Is he in the air? No, I would see that. Ah, you suck. Fine. Got him. Ha! This is gonna be dangerous. We're gonna spread these kernels out. We have too many of them on one ship. Hey, what's up, Sangster? The drone shot his little smoke at him. Okay. Oh, hi. Figured he was about to live and make that a problem. He's looking the other way. That's a misclick that's going to cost me a kernel. All right. Whew, okay, hold on. How much is he? Can't throw anything. You can make it out the door. You can make it out the door. But you can't take a step after. And now you can't make it back in the door. Son of a bitch. I shouldn't have stepped them backwards. The only other option is to put Long Shadow in. You can retrieve this for free and take a shot with it. You're not gonna have enough. Because it's going to be like 14 to shoot. Here's hoping. Risk another kernel here, basically. Might as well... Nope, stay there. Okay. Fucking misclick. Five and a half days on the Sky Striker. 140 explosive. These have a huge radius. Alright, not launcher weapons. Alloy HWP armor. Okay. Score's okay. Let's look at activity. Very low. Probably going to show a little bit in North America. Tiny bit. Just see if we have any spikes anywhere. Looks good. Quiet for now. It's early in the month, so... Okay, I need to see what Smokehouse needs. Heavy laser autos, scatter lasers. Okay, it's alloy armor. Upgrade personal armor. From armored vests, we have 18 to alloy vests. Let's start with 8.
Clear. I said it looks clear.
What's it look like now? Looks clear.
Looks clear.
Pretty much how it goes. Alright, they finished laser rifles. Let's double check what they need. I think it's heavy laser autos now. Heavy laser sniper, scatter laser, laser rifle, so heavy laser autos. Okay. Orlando de Freitas in the Smokehouse. Probably a medic. Schmoll very high. Schmoll and very high. Slowed down. Still high. Probably not going to touch down. Gonna guess it's a fighter. Or a sentry ship. It is a fighter. I don't know what their specific resistance profile is off the top of my head. So I can't really say for sure. I would say probably. But mostly just because plasma does more damage. Like, the plasma weapons are just higher damage. So... Very small. That's scouting for retaliation again. Because it's a very small. Crash lands. Okay, Sky Striker here is done. Repair any support drones. Bases. Transfer. Excuse me, wet nose. Sky Striker 3. Transfer. Echo. CGI lantern. Okay. Repair HWP is good. There's none. Repair personal armor. Repair alloy vest. One person on that. Upgrade personal armor. Armored vests. We don't have any. Is there anything else I need to build right now? I don't think so. Not at this exact moment. We're finishing the research that'll be our next build projects, which is alloy HWPs. I did. A very small on the ground. You're just wasting my time, game. Spending my time. You're spending my time. This is not for real. Afraid to feel. I just hit the floor. Can't ask for more. Spending my time. I'm spending my time. It's a single alien here, so we'll find it, we'll shoot it, and we'll get a mind probe, which will make this worth a couple $100 grand, most likely. Oh, he's probably really close. Hello? Are you up there? He's apparently not in his little ship. Well, we heard a door open, so can we see a door that actuated? Not right off. But it's a very small map, so. Hello, Wartang. He's not over here. Here I come to wreck your face. He's not in this building, and there's no doors, so I could have just pieced that together. I'm guessing this building. That's the door he opened. It's a muton. It's a muton. Hello, boy. Just gonna shoot some smoke right here. Don't mind me. Don't even worry about it. $230 grand? I said 250. I undershot it a little bit. Excuse me. Ow. Oh, that hurt. Oh. Woo. 10 armored vests to be upgraded. Oh, I should have bought some scientists first. I'll be able to make up the money. Research must have just finished. Okay.
Tank
cannon, alloy cannon, tank cannon, alloy laser. That's what we want. Okay, let me look at my research tree again. So after, oh, I need to do personal armor for whatever freaking reason. And then drone armor. Alloy tank. Nope, alloy tank laser. That's what I want. Large going 3552. That's a terror ship. We might be able to actually shoot this down. Going right back to the base. Okay. That's a terror flyover. Yeah, our score is just gradually falling just because of the existence of the base and the mission it just spawned. We need to build another retaliator soon. So, we will do that soon. Soon and very soon, we'll build another retaliator. Alright, I'm spending a lot of money. Hopefully, half the month we can make it back. So, heavy laser autos are done here. What's up, Coviers? Alright, how about heavy weapons platforms, alloy tank lasers. 2 of them in 4 days is pretty good. Schmull. You are a schmull. Are you land? Very low. It's probably gonna land. Works for me. Might not land. It's a fighter. It might. Get right over that spit of land. Alright, put it on the deck. No! Don't outrun me! Get your ass back here! Right back to the base? No, it's not going to the base. I need you over land. I want a mission. Go over land. You're not going to find anything out in the ocean. What are you doing? People live on the land. Okay. I'm not going to do this at night because now that I've shot it down, I can just come back in the day. Oh my goodness. My allergies haven't been too bad for like a week. It's been okay, but this cough is just suddenly acting up, so I apologize. Still don't have a pistol for them, and apparently there's no alien grenades either. Okay, I need to check that. And we're low on smoke. Yes, I know it's active. Stop telling me every time I pick it up. Holy fuck. Oh. Give this turn since there's not a drone at the front. I need to shuffle their order. Schneckman? Schneckman. Schneckman. I don't think... There's no way to verify that this ship came from that base. It might have. If I had shot down the terror ship, I think that would be indicative. But I think it might be possible, because we've seen it in the previous campaign, I don't know if it's changed, that they can spawn missions crewed by a species that is not necessarily... that doesn't necessarily match the base. So, I don't... And we don't have a way of verifying that this ship was spawned by that base. That was some absolutely terrible shooting. I'm misclicking like crazy today, apparently. You can I'm not forcing the shot, which means you can make it. Thank you. Two. It's not primed, so just put it on the ground. Three. Damn. It's a crew of 12 on a fighter, so 25% of them are dead. I know your tricks, scumbag. No shot. Yeah, something happened with my grenades. You can absolutely make that throw. See? Not like the angle changed that much from there. That was terrible. That was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. 4. One-time unit short of firing again. A little bit too in line here, so let's move them to the side. Not shooting particularly well. All right. The engineer with the lowest percentage and lands the hit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're about to get a new class assignment. One, two, three, four, five, six. So half dead. We know one's in each cave. And there's another one right there. Alright, is this guy facing the drone? He is. Shoot. You got enough for a shot? Come on. Alright, if he was gonna shoot, he'd have done it. Yep. Melee. Good. Frosted is supposed to have a grenade launcher. He only had a heavy laser on because of the base defense. So I need to change that. 3 left. Hey, what's up, Eon? Good to see you. Ooh, it's tiring. Now, there may be one at the far corner of either of these caves, but it's very likely that what remains is inside the UFO. I feel like I'm missing one. Okay. We shot this down, but I don't think the power supply popped. Maybe it did. Definitely not one on the exterior. My count could also just be off. That happens. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Feel like it's correct. I guess I missed one somewhere. Maybe I blew up a body. Good little recovery. All right. Okay. We have alloy tank lasers, so we're selling the tank cannon. They're building them. I'm gonna go ahead and sell these tanks now. I have no idea. Probably not, Thorsnor, if I had to look at it. With how many things I need to research first, we'll just have to see. Son of a bitch. What are they doing now? I got too much going on right now, so I'm gonna splash this right here in the water. Infiltration? That's most likely a terror ship. Shit. I need to find the battleship. Get it before it gets to Brisbane. The large scout. You were not told to go back yet. Where's the battleship? don't know where the battleship went. Guess it could be out here. We would see it right away. It's not like it needs a radar scan. If it's in visual confirmation of a craft, you'll see it, but... That's a heavy hit on score. Interesting. Alright. Assault, scout at the front. Sniper, heavy gunner, infantry, medic, rocketeer, assault, scout at the back. Oh, grenadiers? I can adjust somebody. Grenadier. Infantry in front of the heavy gunner, infantry there, rocketeer, scout, assault, grenadier. Let's put this medic there. No armor. No armor. That'll probably be alright. Fly, go away. Soldier needs a lot of strength. Okay. They're made from scratch. They don't exist in the base game. Alien proximity grenades don't exist in the vanilla game. I'm not saying I'm responsible for them, but it was one thing that I commented on, that if proximity grenades existed, there wasn't really a reason that alien proximity grenades couldn't be made once we understood the mechanics of proximity, you know, alien grenades in general. Hey, what's up, Mumbles? Guessing you've heard of that Stop Killing Games camp. I haven't, actually. I don't pay much attention to things like that. I'm probably pretty insular and insulated from stuff like that. You are a scout, so you should have had a shotgun, but 1 down out of 12. Big boy tank. Look at this monstrosity. That's some armor. That's some actual survival armor. That does sound good, Mumbles. Oh, also, besides the armor, weapon power 110. Beefy. Look at that armor. Plasma resistance of 20%. It's really strong acid resistance. He's powerful. He's so tanky. Oh. That's very cool. I'm glad to hear that. It sounds like something good for gamers, which I am, which I have. You guys have no idea what's coming. Shoot the tree. Thank you. And why do we shoot the tree? So that the rocket may do their duty. Boom! Fuck yeah! Quadra kill! Bam, 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 bam! Bop, 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 bop! Scumbag counter, how many does it say? 6, get wrecked! So good and tasty? Mmm! Oh, that's right.
That's a lot of damage.
It was. It was mucho damage. What's up, Mr. Hayer? And that's just a regular large rocket. Wait till we get some of those Illyrium rockets in the field. Oh. He just fucking, he thought. Boy said, you did what? Get wrecked. Nice shot, Ahmad. Knock, knock. Who's in there, scumbag? All right, little drone. You gotta go check the rest of the map for us since your buddy died. Knock, knock. Who's there? We asked the questions. Yeah, definitely a weird tile set again, but that's okay. We have not gone after the base in Australia. I want to have personal armor if possible, and I want to have alloy drones. For sure, I want to have alloy drones and maybe alien proximity grenades before we go after that base. So we're working on some upgrades, trying to do enough missions to keep the score intact before we... Because that is a disgusting base to assault. Frickin' Snake Man bases, that is just... Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Takes a lot for me to willingly step into a viper's den. Flamethrowers for the snake base, if they existed, I'd be using them. Poor defenseless snakemen. We're not doing this shit again. Poor defenseless snakemen? No. Defenseless? Not even close. You cannot call a snakeman defenseless when it is holding a plasma shotgun and has a chrysalid next to it on a fucking leash. Flying drones are a thing implemented. I will take credit for that implementation. That was one I suggested, and it was finally implemented with one of the more recent changes. So they do exist after hover drones. There's one standing in this room. I'd much rather the experience was on a player, but I'd also much rather a soldier. But I'd also much rather the soldiers are alive. Alright, you're done. Good. That's the first mission for that crew. I need to see if another base went up over here. Oh my god. I thought they were going right here when the Sky Striker just left. Are they going here? That would be crazy. That's a lab ship. Personal armor. Definitely an upgrade. We got a lot going on. Okay. See if we see a base. There's a large, I don't know what kind. It's a lab ship. Knock out this mission. 6 hours on that Retaliator's fuel. A day and change on that repair. Lost track of the lab ship. Fucking didn't put alien grenades back on this ship. Ugh. Oh, I hate... This is one of my least favorite tile sets. These are miserable. I'm misclicking a lot today. I gotta slow down. He's supposed to have a sniper rifle. I need to redo this crew's equipment appropriately. When they did the base defense, I equipped it according to what the need is for a base defense. I need to adjust that. That had to be a muton right here. Nope, just a really tough snake man. Damn. Nice. How do snake man have arms? It's right there in the name. Snake man. Part snake, part man. Man have arms. Snake man have arms. They just don't have legs. They gave up one. Man as in denoting the species, not the sex. That door's open. He's on the ground level. That hit him. It did 0 damage, but that informed us that it was a connected shot. All right. One shot. So stupid. Fucking dumb. Oh my god, this map. I hate these maps. They're so bad. I don't know who designed this tile set, but why do you hate yourself? Reaction shots at a target there. Misses. Doesn't hit either of these walls. Flies all the way down here. And one shots a soldier. Unfortunate. Okay. These maps are just really frustrating to navigate through. I'll take it. This guy. Ooh, it wasn't this guy. Surprising. Who died? Must have been one that was damaged by an explosion somewhere. Well, it could have been. One that was damaged by another explosion somewhere. Whatever. Okay, none there. Ah, so one of the sounds we could have heard could have been one that had a fatal wound from the initial crash. Dying. That scream that we just heard, or death cry. Could have been that. Likely was. Oop, that's not where I wanted to be. She hit him. I mean, yes, he's the one I want covered, but... Got him. All right. I don't know if my count is right or not. Because if it's only 8, that guy's the one who died, because we obviously never saw him, so... But I think I already counted him. That would mean there are 10 more left. That's only 4. And I doubt 6 of them died from the crash. I guess it's possible. It's more likely that I missed something somewhere. Never a great feeling. 3, 4. Maybe. I don't really want to blow up all that equipment. If I don't need to. Huh. Not primed. Okay. A lot of people low on energy moving across this whole map. Let's get a quick scan. Not that many of them. It's almost aggression turn, though. Whiff. Ooh, he's too low on energy. Yeah. It's a little bit dangerous to take that shot, just because one behind him could have taken a reaction shot. Two more. One more. It's behind a door. One door middle? One door side. Can I get you to turn and shoot? Well, kinda. I killed 13, 2 died out to bleeding, so 15. 20 corpses recovered? That's weird, but yeah, okay. Interesting alien count for that mission. We do not need the tank. How many times? No. Don't. No tank. Okay. Hmm. Need to build some more laser rifles. Huh. I need heavy laser snipers here. Okay. Are you moving? Jeez. Yep. I need to see if that's a base out there. Fantastic. I need to hit one of these ships from this fleet so that I know what the base is going to be. These guys don't even have armor. I don't know if that's a terror ship or a supply ship, but we need score. Well, this is going to at least tell us what the species is. But it's a night mission with no electro flares. We're just going to have to be very deliberate in our scouting. Muton? Doesn't mean it's Muton primary, but it probably is. This should be map edge. When you see a street like this, it's almost always on the map edge. That Muton has a sword, so he can't reaction fire. Super deja vu for this map layout. That's crazy. Oh, these also have an auto shot, which is super nice for a tank. So, it's not great when it doesn't land, but what, are you gonna bitch about everything? Could be an alien right here that shoots me when I throw this. Didn't happen, but could have been. Alright. We don't know what type of small ship this is. We just know that it's a small. No EF and no incendiary, but it is on an urban map, so at least, like, the street side has some street lights. El Mutano. He is the mutant. Oh, also, like, half the crew is still rookies. It's another interesting part. It's quite accurate. Good shot. It's either a medium scout or a fighter with that rounded corner, which is good. That means it's only a crew of 12, and the interior is compact. Gave us a little light from that fire. I totally lit that fire. Ah, I went through the other door. You have a pistol? You do not. One right there. Did hurt him. Ow. Ooh. Fuck are you shooting? There's no way he's standing there because we destroyed the floor. So let's put the tank in front. Another one. Well, you definitely opened up shots to that guy. Doesn't mean they'll land, but the option's there. They didn't land, but the option was there. Grenadier's not great on this map, given our positioning and layout. And the alloy tank goes down to one strafing shot from... What's the point? Why have tanks if they're that weak? The tanks have even been improved, and that's still pathetically weak. Not just a regular tank either, an alloy tank that has substantially better armor just gets one-tapped by a frickin' shotgun. Ugh. This is the definition of spray and pray. Medium scout. Heard a terrestrial door there? Probably on this building, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep, he went inside. Okay, go into the smoke. I need this building cleared. Come on, get this piece of wall. Come on, man. She doesn't have an aim shot. Okay. Damaged 2 of them. There's one standing there as well. No roof over top of him. It's a little far, but it's probably still going to kill that first one. I think that was a little short. Nope, it was right where I wanted it. Okay. Got another one over here. I don't think I opened that shot, but I almost did. That should have been 2 aim shots. Really stupid to take a snapshot there. Didn't kill. Damn. And the drone dies. Those 2 grenades didn't kill any of these. There was 3 guys in the radius. Yeah, you're done. Got the pole out of the way. Can take another shot. Wow. Got him down. This guy. Time to mow through another wall, I guess. Or another building. Most of it's out of the way. Nope, that should clear it. It's shooting. There's a fucker closer. It's shooting. That's 10 if my count is correct. One here. We know there's one back here. We heard a ship door. He did walk out. He's outside the ship. We know this guy's over here, though. But he was pretty far away. Now that you're here, you're so far away. All the struggles we thought were in vain. I was trying to see if that would maybe start a fire. Oh, here he is. Last guy should be this one. Problem is, he's going to have a lot of time units. Way more time units than any of these low-ranking soldiers. How many aliens in a base? Around 45. In a normal base on Earth. He went back inside. He's standing one tile in front of or just at the door. Uh-huh. Now, you moved and shot twice with a heavy plasma, so I'm pretty sure you're done. All right. They're not landing on... Well, yeah, there's no cities marked on Hawaii for them to land on. So it's not infiltration, I don't think, but... Sky Striker 2 needs to be ready to go. Sky Striker 2. Space available is a lot. Scout. Scout Assault. Who am I missing? Who else was at the front? Maybe it was Jabberwock. Yeah, probably. Maybe one of these can be a scout. And we can do it without. Like, it's just a shift in how we approach the mission. Alright, Scout Assault at the front, or at the back. Heavy Gunner, Grenadier, Engineer. Heavy Gunner, Medic, Scout. Alright. Banelink's on. AJ Havoc's on. Scout in front of them. Engineer in front, or Infantry in front of the Grenadier. Medic in front of the Grenadier. Have 2 Heavy Gunners. I'd like a Rocketeer. Could be. The only designation I have that starts with S would be Scout, but... Oh, Sniper. Never mind. I was like, Scout, but no. Sniper also begins with S, in case you're following along at home. Grenade Launcher. Nesser Sayed does not have a designation yet. Nemeth Tassi. Or Tasai. I don't know. You're a Rocketeer now. Leonardo, you are, in fact, a Heavy Gunner. Shifting. Plenty of alloy vests. Alien grenades are on board now. No pistols, but we can deal. Smokes. I've got plenty. They just weren't in the correct spots. Okay, this can go. This is at the top of the holster. Proxies. Okay. Drop that. How tough for alien psionics in hard mode? Extremely. They can be some of the most punishing things you come up against. Put it this way, ethereals have like 255 psi strength. So, yeah. a lot. It's good music. I like it a lot. All right. Sky Striker 2. Let me pick a target. 83 is a large. 82 is a very large. 80 is a large. So 83. That's where they're going. Is that going full speed? Nope, it's low. Stay with it. Alright. I want you to patrol here. We're gonna wait and try to get these in the day. A little bit. We're gonna wait a little bit. Damn it. We just miss all of those. Nope. They might come back and land again. That's a supply ship. Stay with that one. I expect them to fly back up. Yeah. He's going northeast. He's gonna come right back to Hawaii and land again. So if I do this, Sky Striker 2, here. I don't know which is the supply ship and which is the terror ship. And I would prefer Sky Striker 1 take on the terror ship, but I think either one can do whatever. There's a difference between landing site and UFO. Landing site 84, UFO 1 whatever we're up to. This is mutons, which means if it's a terror ship, there will be armored cyber discs present. Not a very powerful weapon against what I'm expecting we'll face. Wish I had the Illyrium rockets on board, but they're back at the base. This is the supply ship. The other crew's not as well tasked for terror ship, but if I take off, they just leave, so... Can't take what I don't have. I don't use incendiary very often. And also armored cyber discs, while I'm sure it's useful against them, it's... wouldn't be my go-to. So... Hey, what's up, Cursed? Forgot this rookie, or squatty, was on here. She didn't forget she was a squatty, though. Damn, that was bad. Yeah, I'm on lasers. I'm not using incendiary shit at this point, so... Tough mission. This is gonna be a test. Four dead, 20-ish to go. One second. Oh, wow. Okay. Heavy plasma, yeah. Where's that sniper over here? He's one time unit short of an aim shot because he has to turn ever so slightly. Really? Because you can clearly shoot through those bushes, so are they really in your way? I think you're just making fucking excuses. I can't shoot through those bushes. Shoots directly through the bushes instead of hitting them 3 times. Really? Because it looks like you can shoot right the fuck through them. Moving my mic a little bit, so it might sound a little different, but... No viable The fuck do you mean? Sorry, the edge of the map is blocking my shot. The huh? The what? How? You guys suck. I don't know why I'm yawning so much, but I am. Well, I kind of know why, but no caffeine and waking up at an actual, like, reasonable morning hour. It's a challenge right now, honestly. It's just terrible shooting. Get the trees out of the way, since they're clearly in the way of everybody. Come on. At least get close. Nice shot. That's what I like to see. I hate when I'm yawning on screen because, you know, on stream it makes me seem like I'm, like, disinterested. I'm not. I'm just shifting my work or my life schedule so drastically I'm kind of forcing it fairly quickly that I think my body's just trying to catch up and make sense of it. Are laser pistols stronger? I don't know if they do any more damage than they do in vanilla. And they have really bad time unit efficiency, so overall, laser pistols are pretty garbage. Realistically, but... Ooh. That was a lot of hits. That's so stupid. That treats it as if the rounds just fall off, you know, go to 20 tiles and then hit the ground. There shouldn't be a maximum limit to the gun. If you want to put a maximum range limit on it, give it an absurd accuracy drop off after that point. So you could literally have its accuracy drop off be whatever X number of tiles out to 20 tiles, and then at 21 tiles make its accuracy drop off to 0. But don't make it to where the shot can't be taken. It's still really stupid to make it 0 even, but whatever. Seems to want to intimate that the projectiles from a weapon just stop existing suddenly for some reason, instead of just letting a good weapon be a good weapon. Let the player have good weapons. It is one of the few very foolish changes, I think, that have been made to hard mode since I started playing it. But it's not my mod, so just my input. It's just so nonsensical. I walk one more tile forward and suddenly I have 58%. One step, it's just, yeah, that's just poorly thought out. It's basically just it's a change that essentially just says, no, I want the shotgun to suck here. Why? It's one of the few changes that just feels really illogical or just very out of place. Like, everything else functions within similar parameters adjusted for the weapon type, and then shotguns just have a hard cap. You can't shoot it past this point. Why? Does the trigger stop working? Does it, like, lock up? He's behind this hill, so we're not going to be able to see him, so... Yeah, I figured that's what happened. Alright, we got a reasonable firing line, except for this relatively low-impact grenadier. He didn't die. Inconceivable. I know he didn't just disappear. Nice throw. That got there. Yep. Can't shoot him from where I'm standing, but if I take one step forward... Oh, it's 2 steps. Uh-oh. 2 steps forward. Suddenly I have a coin flip chance to hit him. And he dies. It just feels so out of place. No, Olsen, I don't think there is. But essentially it's the small launcher is the upgrade. I already put smoke down. Wow, I'm dumb. can we... Not quite. That one, another one. Well, I mean, it essentially is. But the stiff... So, and to maybe answer your question more correctly, no. Because the grenade launcher and the small launcher function identically. One just has more powerful ammo. They both fire smoke, incendiary, explosive, and stunning rounds. And they both fire them in indirect arc fire. So, the small launcher is the upgrade to the grenade launcher. According to Hellraiser, there will be incendiary blaster bombs and stun blaster bombs in one of the final updates, so. And smoke blaster bombs. No, like, if you go look on on my Discord, he said as much. Yeah, I'm not just memeing. He said it. I mean, that's part of the thing with XCOM, though, right? In the vanilla game and in parts of hard mode, there are some things that just aren't particularly useful, but are still in the game, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes someone will find a unique way to make use of one of those things, so... Even if incendiary blaster bombs aren't super useful. I mean, they'd light up the whole fucking map. We'll have a slightly shorter night tonight because I have one thing I have to do after stream tonight, but Saturday's going to be, I'm going to be hoping to start at around 11 a.m. on Saturday. So, really pushing to get this schedule kind of realigned and established and consistent, so... I'm also looking to pass off one of the small raids that I'm leading in the WoW Guild to one of the other members to run on either Monday or, well, Monday would be the one, so that I could maybe get some Monday streams in again as well, but we'll see. I also have to consider Operation Echo, which would be starting in about a month if I'm going to do it, but I have so many other things going on now that I would want to make sure that I can, you know, be live every day, because that's the whole point of the marathon, right? Is I did 33 days, 31, whatever it was, and I would want to be able to do every day again, but It was tough, but it was super fun, and it was super good for the stream, and I loved doing it. I just gotta see if I can do it again. Gives me another month to kind of get my schedule a little more stable, and if that, you know, is able to happen, then that would be a big indicator that I can do a big full Operation Echo again. Berserk is good. Turn 9 only? 6? That'd be 23 if my count is good. Seven? 24? I think that's probably right. Nothing outside the ship. We've scouted it all exceptionally thoroughly. So, dust outside is clear. We do have some powerful soldiers building up. It's going to be... Well, we already know Jat is a little bit suspect in psi strength, even though we haven't seen it yet. Just because of the number of times that they were psi attacked. So, they're going to either be spending some time in a psi lab or getting some instruction from an ethereal at some point. See, one of the other kickers to psi being more dangerous in hard mode is, in the vanilla game, if you want to keep a soldier around who's low on psi strength, you just don't send them on any missions against, you know, that sectoid leaders would be present in, or ethereals once you have a hyperwave decoder. You can't do that in hard mode because every mission can have a secondary crew, and that secondary crew in the late game can be ethereals. So, ethereals are a constant threat of presence. Which is good, because they should be a threat, you know, given their hierarchical standing amongst the scumbaggery. Alright, Mutons, let's go. They're all on this side. Alright, fresh smoke. That is not who I meant to select. But it'll work. Oh! There will be a Muton Elite leader on this ship. Yeah, it definitely gets a little more like Newcom with mixed crews and not just homogenous crews. It's a great addition. It adds more realism and variety to every mission you do and just makes it feel better. I like it. Well, a lot of them have panicked, but they can retrieve weapons again, so it doesn't mean they'll be unarmed. Even panicking doesn't mean they'd be unarmed. It's only a coin flip chance that they drop their armament. He is unarmed. He probably has a grenade, but he spent the turn running, so... Reaction training. Olsen, feels weird to have ethereals in a subordinate role to the other species. Maybe they're not subordinate. Maybe they are the ones leading the mission. They may not take the leader position, but it's kind of like, you know... How do I phrase it? But yeah, I envision it more like their supervisory presence, you know? Unarmed. That one's not. Rude. But we know where he is. It's weird that they came to this door. He shot from here, yeah. He's gonna shoot that drone in the back. Nice. Reaction training. Yeah, ethereals are never anyone's cannon fodder, so let's not delude ourselves into believing that. Secondary in number, not secondary in rank, importance, or danger. Really don't want you dying, kid, but you should have been able to make that throw. Good. He missed the drone somehow. You're a truly horrifyingly bad shot. Saline got clipped by a reaction shot that was meant for a drone. From like 30 tiles away. Should have thrown this with someone with worse reactions. Because his reactions are kind of important. Yeah. Ooh, didn't hit a soldier, though. There's the leader. He didn't shoot. Alright. Come to this side so we can spot the leader. There we go. So fucking tanky. Ugh. This is why when an alien survives a whole bunch of shots from the front, I always comment, "You're not a muton, sir." This is what I'm talking about. And muton elites aren't even the biggest. There's one above them. I know you know that, but some new folks might not. Got to be on this floor, because otherwise he'd be straddling the wall. Two enemies left. I got this one drone left. Even in the back, jeez, so tanky. Muton Elite Guard, yeah. Big red guys with golden crest. Cool design. They look very, very imperious. He's coming to this door. Did he move because the door was blocked? Or was he still on the other level? Bro. Make a decision. Live tonight or live and die this way. Bam, bam. He's like fucking around roaming on the second floor and just not doing shit. Okay, he entered the lift because up here there's a door, so he's standing on just the other side of the door. He's finally coming. Jeez, our smoke is completely gone. Now, oh, that's the only problem. He didn't walk through the door. Alright, don't lose a soldier here. Good. Didn't lose any soldiers. Big score. A little bit of reactions on Long Shadow. Very nice. 2.5. So we know the other large is a terror ship, and that's going to be disgusting. Looks like it won't land again. We need to find the the base. It's going to be up in the US, Canada, or Mexico. I mean, it could be over Hawaii, but I patrolled there for so long that that doesn't seem likely. The fuck? This is probably a battleship. Or, not a battleship. A terror ship. Terror ship. This is most likely a terror ship. Which is going to be armored cyber discs and muton berserkers. This could be very, very dangerous. Small launcher, huh? I guess the drone's going to have to eat that shot. That guy needs to be recruited by XCOM. He fits right the fuck in. Yeah, he ate the shot, in fact. Oh, it's a second supply ship. Well, that's a lot easier. Are you done, sir? Done and done. Are you saying... Are you telling me your name, or are you saying you're done speaking? Both. Well, alright. Nope, none of that. Yeah, we're not the only ones capable of killing ourselves. It's in our nature to destroy ourselves. It's in our nature to kill, kill, kill. It's in our nature to kill ourselves. Complications of this map versus the last one, caves, and the doors are on the opposite side of the map. Or of, you know, we're coming from the other side. Leonardo Labrado. Leonardo said, "You can get dead, sir." Alright, this is a corner, so... Corner 3. No mutual vision. I like ye. Concerned that there's gonna be one right there. Concerned? Is concerned the right word? Aware that that's likely. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. There's nothing to it. Empty cave. Get wrecked. Of course, it always happens that if I use an auto shot, the first shot kills them. What did I say? My allergies are starting to come back a little bit. But that is okay. Get dunked. You've been dunked upon. My little green friend. That's just the way it has to end. When you face XCOM, you get dunked upon. I don't know why he pathed here, but that's what he chose to do. So we're down a drone. We're down 2 drones. We did reaction kill one. That's neat. We're down 2 drones, though. And we've only killed a quarter of the enemies expected total. Yeah, that's what I thought. These caves. Because I still have to search this cave. I can't just assume that it was just that one. Radioactive, radioactive. Whoa, 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 whoa. Even this cave, but seeing him. It's actually a good shot. Hit 2 targets? Sometimes it'll show it when it's a grenade launcher that one target got hit twice. So I'm gonna guess that's what happened there. If he was able to shoot there, you can't throw quite on him, but you can throw right behind him. And that's not too shabby. Not too shabby. He's more likely to walk into the cave and not set off the proxy, but at least I know that he didn't leave the cave. Yeah, he walked back in. Alright, let's check. Alright. So he'll come back around and go out, scout the back of the UFO, and then 2 more caves. Fucking hell. You know, cave systems are not this common in the world. It just, in places, like, it's not... Especially what are essentially above-ground caves. It's a very weird tile set representation, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Hills with holes in them. Hills with holes. Mm-hmm. This guy, the one I'm looking at right there, is inside the cave. This guy isn't. So I need to see him. Now, this guy could have come from this cave or from the UFO. I don't know which, so... I'll have to continue to search that cave. Could be one back here in the corner. Don't appear to be. But this guy appears to be making his way to the front, so... He's making his way downtown, he's walking fast. Phase is past, and he's homebound. I'm gonna prime this for one turn, and I'm gonna throw it right there. And I'm gonna step behind this landing gear. You're gonna step this way. You're gonna reload. You're already reloaded. Step behind the landing gear. You're gonna go back in. Step here. Face this way. Step here. Go here. It hit him. It didn't kill him, but it did hit him. Unlike the first 3 of those shots. Jeez, you were trying. To not kill him. Alright. About a third of the enemy's dead at this point. Based on the expected count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would put us at 18. Yeah, there's still more. This cave was clear. We motion scanned multiple times through there. I don't think there's another one there. I don't think there's another one here, but this cave will have to be searched. That's what this drone needs to do. Before I get to where I can line up a firing line on the front of the ship, I need to clear these caves. Otherwise, I'm going to have a single muton pop out and start shotgunning people in the ass, and that's not fun. As fun as it might sound. At least there's not another cave in this corner or something stupid like that. That corner is where I would want to be, but that's a long way to walk. But I guess we're here, so... Isn't that corner too close to the door? Well, consider that if we're in this corner, we have, you know, dense smoke is going to cover out to at least here, and the door's here. Consider the other door, the furthest away we can get is here. Up here, we start running into line of sight issues because of the center of the ship. So this is way closer to the door. Short answer, no. It should be far enough away. one of the changes I'm making, and one of the things that's definitely affecting me quite heavily as far as my energy level is not having caffeine past a certain hour of the day, which is just a healthy lifestyle choice that most people already make, or either horribly fail at or have been making for years. I'm trying to finally put a structure to it, because it's always just been, I stop drinking soda completely, or I'm drinking it far too much, far too late in the day, you know. And cold turkey works for a while. I'll quit it completely for sometimes even a couple months, but then I go right back to it hard. So instead, I'm just trying to create a... I said this the other day, but I'm just trying to reframe my relationship with food, caffeine, sleep, pretty much everything. So I haven't had anything but water to drink since 2 o'clock today. So normally I'd be sitting here downing Dr. Peppers or Coca-Colas, so yeah. The brain wants its happy juice, but it'll have to deal. Alright, pretty sure that's clear. Clear as I can make it. This is too close to the door, but I need to get some shots off. So I'm hoping they don't come through that door this turn, and if they do, even if they shoot at the drone, the chance that they fire a shot that misses the drone and hits one of these soldiers is remarkably high. Very nice shot, though. It's also going to depend on if there's anything close to this door. I'm betting this guy's on the second. He is not on the second level. He's using a small launcher. I'm going to put the drone very close to the door so that if he walks out in small launchers, it's not going to hit them. So do this now. Give me an extra turn of time unit and energy economy. If that guy were to ignore the drone and walk around this corner and fire his small launcher at that guy, he could possibly kill all of us. That would be glorious. I do not want to see that happen, just for the record game. It also could be like a stun bomb, but... Ah, sneaky son of a bitch. I got you. I know your tricks, scumbag. Nice. I lefted my drones a little bit exposed, but only a little bit. Alright, now, into the corner. Nobody puts... Yeah, I put you in the corner. Shut up about it. Good. 3 out of way. Oh, it would definitely make the mission a failure at that point. Almost certainly. But it would be funny, I agree. My reaction would probably be quite funny to it as well. Whew. Woo! Ready your clips. Ladies and gentlemen, start your clippers. I just pulled that out of the completely wrong hand to throw it, but maybe that's just because she throws with that hand, and that's how that worked. My mic doesn't pick up if I'm whistling and it's higher pitched. My mic won't pick it up, so you guys just see me sitting here looking like I'm whistling nothing. It'll pick up at about that level, but if I go much higher, it just cuts it out. I whistle a lot just out of habit over the years, so... Simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. There's nothing to it. There's like a lot of enemies left. If my count is at all accurate, we're looking at like more than half left, like 13 remainder. You guys don't have enough smoke. Huh. Alright. Hey, they're gonna be boring about it. No, that was not where that was supposed to go. I don't expect a proximity grenade to kill a standard proximity grenade to kill a muton, but it can give me a warning if they're coming to that door by popping. And if I can get it inside the door, it's damage without destruction of potential equipment. That was better. We're past the aggression, so, or the reveal. So they should be aggressive. Be aggressive. B-E-A-G. Dope. That'll set off the proximity grenade. Stopped myself. Right side door, possibly. This one. No. Come on, guys. I think what this is going to mean for the time I have tonight and the missions we have coming up, this is going to mean we're going to be doing a Snake Man base on Saturday. And now I'm down to 1 drone. You know what that means. People scouting. Excuse the fuck out of me? What do you think you are? Shooting my mini car. Tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold. And now you're shot full of holes. So who do you think you are? Very dangerous part of this mission now with a single drone remaining. Good. Gives them smoke coverage. We're kind of crossfiring ourselves there. Oh, that's dangerous. Damn! They piled out. And our smoke over here was thin. That was definitely a fuck up on my part. Killed the other one, but sure. This guy doesn't see her. Or him. But this one has mutual vision. Not to you, though. This guy's been hit 4 times in the back. With 2 with a heavy laser auto, 3 with a laser rifle. Can you die, sir? Holy guacamole. That was, yeah. That could have been losing all of these soldiers. If they walked out and chucked a grenade or something like that, over. Done. Son of a bitch. Low percentage. Ooh, almost. Excuse me. That guy with a small launcher just... That's a problem. If he shoots over here, we might get that laugh. Holy. Come on. You guys suck. I just misclicked. Alright, well, I deserve that. Alright. Nothing out through the door. Oh my goodness. Allergies, go away. That's an order. Alright, got that one. 6 or so remaining. They're about to come through this door. Yep. Ooh, good. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Yeah. I want him to clear this corner. Good catch. Good shot. Nothing close here. Very nice. They're going to the far door. One does not simply walk through the far door. It is a barren wasteland. This is folly. Oh, hello. My good sir. How have you found yourself to this position? Hmm? Honey roasted. Beautiful. Really good throw. You about to walk through this door? Uh-huh. 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 Eh. There's gotta be an angle here. Yep. No. That wasn't it. We're blowing up some equipment, but sometimes that's just how it goes. He didn't die. To 2 basically point-blank okay, he went down, but we almost killed our drone, actually. We probably blew up $1 million worth of equipment there. Probably 600,000. Too much. Yeah, boy. Oh, he's just seeing these fucking grenades fly through the door, and he's like, son of a bitch. There are 4 grenades very close to that guy, and he'll probably survive them, is the ludicrous thing, because he's a Muton Elite Guard. He only took damage, visual confirmation of damage for 1 of them. That is disturbing. He has to die this turn, because I'm putting my scout up here to spot him. Okay. Okay. Right at the door. The first shot was good. I don't know what you started doing after that. You tried to adjust. You didn't need to. Didn't lose the soldier. Definitely could have. With 2 drones dying at the very early part of the mission. That's a good mission. Whew, okay. Little reaction on Bjorn. Little reaction. I like it. It definitely helped stabilize the score a little bit, but we gotta find out where this base is. Okay. Like I said, tonight's going to be a little bit shorter. I've got something I've got to do in about 45 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and we've got to scout for a base somewhere, maybe on Hawaii, somewhere in the US or on Hawaii. We've got to check again to make sure there's not another base down here. Yeah, you get half as much Illyrium and you use it for a lot more things. So we've got a lot of base scouting to do, and we're going to have to take out this Snake Man base before they keep causing terror sites. But I am going to be wrapping a little bit early tonight. I've got 2 things I need to get done tonight in about, I've got to start in about half an hour, 45 minutes. And my allergies have just really started kicking in, and I'm like, it's hard to breathe right now. So a little bit shorter stream tonight, but I'm going to try to be live at about 11 a.m. Saturday. My time, that's U.S. Central Time, so you can, account for that on your end, and then try to go till at least 7. So I'm trying to get 8 hours in on Saturday, so we have a nice big Saturday stream. So I appreciate you all tuning in tonight. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. I know it's a little bit of a short stream. I'm working very hard on my own personal schedule to get it back in order, to get it stable, so that I can give you guys awesome streams. It's just going to take a little while longer. I'm seeing some real progress with it recently, and some positive changes for me and my health and my life. So I'm working hard on that, and I appreciate your patience and your continued viewership and support. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you for a fun night of streams, of streaming rather. I'll see you guys Saturday morning my time for an awesome Saturday of XCOM action. You guys have a good one. Good night, God bless, be good people, and I'll see you next time, right here in the Echo, where each and every one of us has a voice. Adios, folks.